So I want to talk about the everyone trap, right? I know, like I was saying yesterday, it's marketing is all about numbers, but a lot of times we tend to forget that quality matters more than quantity in marketing, especially when it has to do with numbers. So you need to avoid the everyone trap. The everyone trap is like saying that, for instance, you're a fashion designer. On the first day, I gave example of a fashion designer that wanted to attract, she said she wanted to attract celebrities. That is just a dream, right? A celebrity is not your customer. You need to be sure to be specific about the kind of person, the type of celebrity that you want to attract. So in the everyone trap, you need to know that not everybody is your customer. When you're asked who is your customer, don't say anyone who wants to buy my services. No, like I told the fashion designer, there are different types of celebrities. You have celebrities like Nancy and Sime that can afford to spend. Please, as you're joining, kindly mute your mic. Okay, mute all. Yeah. So we have celebrities like Nancy and Sime that are invited to prominent award ceremonies and that can spend a lot of money on one outfit. I said, if that's the kind of celebrity that you're looking out for, it means that you're going to have to do a lot of research to find out the kind of things that they want so that your messaging will not be weak and boring. Your messaging will be direct, targeted at her type of client. So that's just what I wanted to say before we get into the practical AI session, where I'm going to show you how to use artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, or we are going to be using Gemini. I'm going to be using Gemini Pro for this particular session to find out why your content is not performing well. So if your page has not been doing well, just drop a link to it, Instagram, TikTok, drop a link to it. I'll copy it and use it as an example. Or if you also have a question, you could just raise your hand and I will mute you so that you can talk. Today is just practical. Let me stop presenting. Okay, guys. Did you people hear me up to this moment? Agnes, Jessica, Vivian, Fidel, Precious, Joseph. Okay, so who is going to drop their Instagram link or TikTok? I think I'll prefer Instagram because I'm not sure TikTok is logged into this account. So Instagram. Oh, okay. Jessica has dropped her link. So I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, let me open it first, then cancel, then share my screen. Okay. Okay, so it's opening now. So let me Instagram. Sure. Okay, no, there's no reason. I can also use ChatGPT. Yes, I'm going to also use ChatGPT. There's no reason. It's the same thing for ChatGPT for all the LLMs. There's no specific reason. Just that what is logged in. I can also use Claude too. What is logged in here is Gemini, ChatGPT, and Claude. We'll use the three of them. We'll use it. There's no particular reason. So from this, okay. So Jessica, be online to answer questions, oh, please be online to answer questions because I'm going to take, okay, so this is what you do. You're online, right? Jessica, you're around to answer questions.
Yes, I am.
So the first thing I've been mentioning, okay. So the first thing I've always said is that anytime you want to use ChatGPT, the first thing you're going to do is to train your AI. You have to train it. Now we can all see what Jessica's page looks like. I'm going to stop sharing the screen and then open up Gemini so that we would see it live. Gemini. That's now. So, okay. So I'm going to stop sharing here and then share my Gemini screen. Yep. So this is a fresh, like a fresh conversation. So the first thing we are going to do is to train AI. I sent a script for doing this. So I'm just going to copy it and paste. So Jessica, you're going to be online now. Yeah. So I'll just copy the training script and paste. You can still see my screen, right?
Yes, I can.
Everyone, you can see. Okay. Let me explain again. The essence of doing this is that AI is not inside you, right? You need to give it as much information as possible for it to understand where you're coming from, for it to give you like a very, very good strategic advice. Think of it like a doctor. When you say that you're sick, that you have a headache and all that, the doctor will prescribe some tests. It is the same thing based on the information you've given it. So we are saying you are a senior communication strategist and brand positioning consultant. I want you to first understand my organization or business before giving me any recommendations. Business names. Jessica, what's the name of your business?
Maison Larry Bridal.
Wait, oh, let me not make mistake. Okay, Maison Larry. Maison Larry Bridal. What do you do?
We make custom bridal gowns, wedding gowns.
Custom bridal wedding gowns. So what problem are you trying to solve? Is it that the brides need something that is very unique or what? Like what solution? What are you solving with making custom bridal gowns? Are you putting a smile on their faces or you don't really know yet?
Okay, I'll just say what's like the idea as it is in my head. Um, so
All right, just
firstly,
hold on. All right, go ahead.
okay, the problem would probably be to make custom affordable for the average bride. Like there's this common idea that custom wedding gowns is like for luxury or celebrity brides, but um to make it affordable for the average bride, like everyday bride, um and to reduce, because if you go into a boutique, for example, you would get you might get a gown that you like, but you will now have to start fitting it to your body. Maybe the bust is too big, maybe the hip is too small, the waist and all those things. So that you're not spending money on buying a gown and then paying for alterations. This gown is just made for your body type. Like you look at your body type and we make a gown that suits your body type, your personality, your vision for your wedding, and all of that.
Okay. Wedding gown. Personality of personality, vision, style of the brides. Okay. Then your audience, you said average Nigerian, your audience, your customers, who are you serving? You said the average Nigerians, right?
Oh, the no, the store is in Canada.
Okay, so average, what do I
Yeah,
write?
I guess your average Canadian bride.
Or average brides in Canada?
Yes.
Or should we write middle class because it can misinterpret the word average?
Okay. Yes, I
Or
think maybe classes.
or maybe you give me a price range, maybe people earning between so and so or something like that. Or which one do you want us to write?
Let's go with middle class.
Okay. Okay. What's your goal on social media? Is it visibility? Is it partnership? Is it sales? Is it positioning? What do you think?
Wait, the aim of coming on social media, I think, is visibility, awareness, and sales. Because I think most, like I said, most people think customizing a gown is for celebrities only, or for, yeah. So I think visibility, awareness, and sales.
You know, I'm writing this like this so that it understands your perspective properly. Custom bridal gowns are for celebrities, but that's not true. Visibility, awareness, and so visibility can mean a lot of things. Like, do you want more people to discover? I think I'm going to stop accepting people into this meeting. Mm, okay, let me admit. So, do you want? Okay, let's leave that visibility, and we're using Instagram. What you currently post about, I'll still attach screen. You know what? I'll attach screenshots of your post so that it will see it and do the analysis. I attached screenshots of my IG page. So you can see the content. So what do you think is not working on your page?
I think there are views, but they are not. I was expecting like engagements. I think I'll say engagements. Like,
Comments.
yes, comments. I'm not even totally sure that I'm reaching um like potential customers, like brides, like people who would be interested. I think right now I'm just reaching people that like to watch bridal content.
Okay.
Sorry, please, will we get this prompt?
The scripts. Hey, let me check. Let me check. Okay, this one is, I think I shared it before. You've not joined the WhatsApp group by that time. I shared it before. It's also part of the repurposed script that I shared. So you get this particular one.
Okay,
If you
thank
don't
you.
have it, you can just DM me. What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for? We are still just training. We need to train it to understand you. What do you want to be doing? What's your positioning goal?
To be an affordable custom bridal boutique for the
Okay,
everyday bride. Yes, that still delivers quality, of course.
okay. Quality. Do you have an idea of your competitors or similar brands?
No, I think that's also been difficult because I don't really know the price range of um custom bridal boutiques, like other custom bridal boutiques.
Okay, okay. In Canada, right?
Yes.
All right. I don't know this yet. We'll find it together. I don't know this yet. So before giving any strategy or recommendation, it has to answer all these questions. I'm going to, of course, attach your screenshot of your page so that you understand it has like the proper context and everything. I need to do the digging. Okay. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm attaching screenshots of your page. Okay, I'm doing the screenshots. Okay, so once it's done loading out, click. Let me copy everything so that we don't have to repeat it when we're using Claude. We start opening ChatGPT and Claude. Okay, so do I read it out for you, or can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so just tell me if I'm scrolling too much.
Okay.
Okay, so you're addressing two massive pain points. Are you done with number one?
No, sorry. Just
Okay, and I hope everybody can see this too. Okay, they can all see it. Can see how it gave you a very detailed thing.
I cannot see it very well.
Oh, who else cannot see it very well? I think I can see it clearly on my own end.
It's actually clear.
Not
Maybe
very
it's from our network.
well.
Maybe leave the meeting and come back. Let's see if it's going to be clear.
She can try zooming her screen.
Yeah, or you can try like maybe remove at least the picture so it can be an example. Jessica, you're still there, right?
yes, I'm still here. Sorry. This second line, in
Mm,
number two.
number two.
Direct. Yes. Sorry, the first paragraph. Operating number two.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. A business operating in the affordable luxury slash mass premium bridal market.
Yeah.
If because you offer customization, you're not just saying okay, okay. I think I misunderstood. Okay, I've gotten it.
Okay. So recommended communication goals. I told you not to recommend anything now, but from all of these, you can see that he understands your business, right? So he can now give you
Yes.
specialized advice. That's not we have not said anything. Don't mind this. So let's try ChatGPT. Let me share this tab instead. Can you see ChatGPT?
Yes.
Okay. So I just literally copied and pasted the other training. I'll do the screenshots all over again. Ouch. Mhm. You can see it, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so it says your brand is not simply a bridal boutique, you're a custom bridal designs business on a mission to make personalized wedding gowns accessible to everyday brides. The value you're offering is not just a dress, you're you're helping brides avoid a process that is expensive, stressful, full of compromises, and the rest of them. So you create a gown around the bride rather than forcing the bride to fit a gown. So everyday bride gets deserves a wedding dress designed for her body, her style, her personality, and budget, not just celebrities, which is a stronger positioning than saying that we make custom dresses. What kind of business is this? A high consideration purchase brand and all that. Okay, okay. What communication you mentioned? Custom gowns are luxury products. I hope I'm not too fast.
No, you're not too fast.
Okay, become and all of these things. This is just for you to make to agree that for you to check whether it understands your brand properly. Because if it gets this wrong, it means that all the advice is going to give you is either going to be generic or unrealistic. So one of the things he said it sees is that you're talking more about dresses than the brides and all of those things. Bride fears, buying decisions. Like this are on Monday, I thought about content types, right? Content types are simply types of posts that you create in order to handle the objections of your target audience, in order to position yourself as the expert solution for all their problems. So you're saying whether your content helps identify and attract women who are actually planning a wedding and considering their dress options. Okay. To value. Let me even check if I can put this so that I'll share it with you later. Let me check. Okay. Oh, no, I can't export it. I'll figure out a way though. There should be a way to export it so that you can. Oh, yeah, I'll give you the prompts and then you run it to give you like sequence and all that. Don't worry about this yet. Or we can answer it. What's your business model like? Are gowns fully custom from the scratch? Do you have all these questions right now, Jessica?
Yes, the gowns are fully custom from scratch.
Okay. Gowns fully custom from scratch. Do brides modify existing designs?
Yes, that's also an option.
So do you have a typical price range right now? And do you know, okay, though you said you're not completely sure yet about this. Now, the customer journey, how does someone become a customer? Is it from Instagram to consultation to design, measurements, fittings, and delivery? Is this correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Who usually buys from you? First time brides, older brides, budget conscious brides, luxury brides, destination wedding brides? Which one? Are you sure yet?
First time and budget conscious.
So, what do brides commonly say before purchasing? Are they saying it's too expensive? Are they asking if it's going to arrive on time? Are they saying, oh, what if I don't like it? What are you going to do?
I haven't gotten those.
Or what do they say when they are trying to? Is it just when they consult you, you design, you measure, they don't ask anything like, oh, I'm afraid, nothing, nothing.
What if I don't like it? What if I don't like it? Okay. What if I don't like it? What if it doesn't come out? Because
Right.
there's usually like yes, like there's usually inspo like from Pinterest and all these things. So what if it doesn't come out the way that they want, like the way they envision it?
So business priorities. I think later you just answered this one personally. Current performance, you can also answer this one, right? Let's just continue. These are important, but I don't know if you're comfortable talking about them in public. That's why I'm saying that later you could just like once you get the script, you do this ones yourself and get it told. Leave business priorities. I don't know. Are you okay with current performance? Should we talk about it here?
I think we can leave it to
Okay. I should leave it right.
yes.
Okay, yeah. So when you get the script, you can run that yourself. So let's wait for it. Now let us do the main audit. All of these things. So to the audit, as a senior communication strategist, carrying out a communications audit for my brand. Let me get the name of your brand again. My Leria brand for my brand. You already understand the business context from our previous conversation. Use that content throughout this audit. It's very important so that it knows that you're specifically talking about this. I will now, already shared that already. I've shared screenshots of my Instagram page. Your task is to analyze only what is currently working, what is currently not working. Focus on strategic communication insight, not generic social media advice. Keep my goals in mind. Analyze the following and give me a detailed explanation. Brand positioning. What does the brand currently appear to stand for? Is the positioning clear or confusing? What impression would a new visitor likely have? Because there are different types of audits, right? For you to get a very good result, you need to consider all round. The second part is content and communication. What type of content are we posting? Is it strategic? Is it random? What content format is weak or strong? Then visibility and audience connection. What appears to be helping visibility or engagement? What patterns can you identify? Then storytelling and documentation. Are we documenting our work properly? Because you see, you're selling an experience, and one of the core selling points, one of the core things to do when you're selling an experience is documentation and storytelling. People will buy into the experience when you tell them stories, just like you told us right now that people think that custom made bridal gowns are just for celebrities because they think it's very expensive, right? That's already a mindset. Now, for people to actually believe that it's not expensive, you need to move from just like Gemini suggests, you need to move from just telling them about the product to selling an emotion. The fact that a lot of brands are forced to check out other wedding gowns and also spend money on occasions, right? But then they can actually get a wedding gown that suits the theme of their wedding, that suits the vision of their wedding, that suits their personality from your brand. So that's where the storytelling and documentation comes in. Then we said identify the biggest communication gaps affecting visibility, positioning, credibility, and audience trust. At the end, summarize clearly what is working, what is not working, and content opportunities visible from the audit. It's important that I added focus only on strategic analysis and communication clarity. Because if you leave it, it's going to say a whole lot of things that would overwhelm you. Right. So I will click on, let me copy it because you're going to do the same thing we're going to do the same thing on Germany and paste. Okay, let me paste this. So you can still see it, right? Look on brand positioning. Here. Currently communicates. It says you have a refined visual identity that signals professionalism and quality. It looks intentional and polished, which is part of the things that you're selling. But then it's looking like a beautiful bridal boutique and not necessarily the affordable custom bridal boutique that you want to be known for. So is your positioning clear? Partially, your visual positioning is strong, your strategic positioning is not yet explicit. At the moment, your page communicates, we create beautiful custom bridal gowns, but then your positioning needs to be closer to, we make beautiful custom bridal gowns accessible to everyday brides in Canada. It's important. What impression would a new visitor have? Okay, this is a premium bridal boutique. The gown looks elegant, the photography is high quality, but they may also assume that it's expensive and nobody wants to be trolled online for maybe asking for the price of something and not buying. Content and communication audits. What type of content are you posting? Educational content, choosing dresses, reducing overwhelm, and the rest of the inspirational content, product showcase, brand aesthetics, limited process content. And they are supposed to be part of your dominant communication theme to show them that actually that you people are literally creating these things for the brides. Is the communication strategic or random? It is semi-strategic, meaning that there are things that you're getting correctly. You clearly have a visual consistency, you have a recurring theme and established tone. So literally, there are some things that you're doing properly. Messaging consistency, also you got that well. Visual consistency, you got that. Your strongest content formats and all that, lifestyle and all that. Your weakest formats are not poor quality, they are just on the beautiful dresses alone don't communicate why your brand is different. They invite admiration more than action. Inspirational statements create emotion but often don't advance the buying journey. Without deeper context or a next step, they risk becoming passive consumption, which is what you said you're experiencing. You're attracting more of people that love bridal content rather than those that are ready to buy. But then I wanted to say this again. For those that love bridal content, they may actually turn out one day to become your customer. So you're not going to like exclude them entirely. They can also refer you, your page, your brand, to people that are interested in buying or making custom made bridal dresses. Now, visibility and audience connection. What appears to help visibility? The fact that your visual is very strong. You have educational messaging. What may be limiting your growth? Your page appears attractive to photographers, designers, people who enjoy inspiration, but there is less evidence that it consistently attracts brides who are actively making purchase decisions. Those are different audiences. Too much emphasis on the outcome. Some of your communication do not show process. They just focus on the finished dress. And then all that and all that. Storytelling and documentation. Are you documenting your work properly? Not yet. You're documenting outcomes, but then you're not consistently documenting transformation. Proof of work, evidence of finished gown, fittings and all that, but there's no structured narrative around the making of a custom gown. And then particularly behind the scenes content. Then impact story. Yeah, so there's this brand I'm going to show you. I think I don't know the name of. I think is it Anulupo Bridal. I can't remember again, but I'll find them. We'll find them on Instagram. I used to have. I used to. I've worked with a fashion brand before. I'll just look at and find if I'll find the document where I listed some of the competitors. I don't know if that the name of that competitor was Anulupo. So do you understand all this?
Yes.
Yeah. So it has given you the communication opportunities and the things you're doing well, the things you're not doing well. The next thing for you to do is to find your competitors. So let's switch to Instagram. Share this tab. So one of the things I'm going to comment, like just by looking at your page, is that there's no location on your Instagram page. So usually when people come to search, no, like I'm talking about, oh, just hold on, let me just plug in my, just hold on, I'll be right back. Let me plug in my system. It's charging now. Okay, it's charging now. So when I say there's no location, I'm not talking about here. I'm talking about on your headline. Let me show you what I'm saying. Where's the search button? Search. So let me show you something. Let me search for photographers. So I live in Enugu, right? So if I want to hire a photographer, you see photographer Abuja, photographer Enugu. You see? Let's look at Soma the creator. So if your target audience, they are looking for somebody in Canada, they're not just going to type bridal boutique. They are going to include the location name. That's why it's very necessary. So that when they are, sorry, you were saying something.
Like, are you saying I should replace the city with the
No,
country Canada? What is the city?
No, Enugu is a city. You know, you mentioned you were targeting the whole of Canada. Now look at this, Soma the creator, Enugu photographer. Do you see what I'm saying? You're not replacing it. You're just adding maybe like a line, and then you add on, I don't know if this is a username, on you add here, Canada, or the name of your city, so that you're easily discoverable. This is called Instagram search engine optimization. Because the people that you're targeting, they are going to be searching, right? And when they are searching, they are not just going to write custom boutique. They are going to include the location.
Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to understand. I included Guelph, which is the city.
It's not on your timeline. Where's that thing again? Wait, let me open it again. It's not on, let me show you what I mean. Where is, okay, messaging. Let me open it again. So I'm saying, okay, I've seen it. Okay, I understand what you're saying, I've seen it. So let me see if I can find that fashion brand, Anulupo. I can't remember Anulupo Bridal. I can't remember the name of that brand again. I can't remember the name of that brand. I looked at it. Hey, okay, let's look for bridal in Canada. Custom bridal Sure. Audit is GEL. Look at this. This one is custom goods. Let me look at this. This is what we're looking for. So let me try and find that document where I wrote out my competitors. I'm doing this because you said you don't know your competitors. Or we can even ask ChatGPT, but let me just be sure. Competitors. Find it. Okay, so I can't find it here. Would have to use ChatGPT to find out for you. So where is deep research? Deep research. So you're trying to find your competitors right now. Oh, check this tab. Means that it's going to take us some time on. You need to find your competitors, also do the competitor research. So we are currently using deep research to find your competitors. It's going to comb throughout the internet to find your competitors. Start. So wait for it to search and create a detailed report. Mm. I found that brand that I was looking for. It's Alonoko. Yeah, but we're still looking for ChatGPT. Let me find it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So should I stop the deep research and show you the brand that I was talking about? Because it seems it's taking time.
Yes, please.
I should stop it, right? So you already know the process. So when you're doing yours, you can do it. So I found the brand that I was looking for. Let me just stop sharing this one. And then I think it's this one that I saw. Yeah. Sure. So this is right. This is the like forget that she now works for celebrities. So as of that time, she didn't have all these customers, right? But it's something similar to what you're doing. Timeless had handcrafted designs. Obviously, our customers are celebrities, but then I wanted to look at the kind of the way it's documented, the story. I think there was this video that she created. See this one, like it's believable that human beings are actually patronizing her. Can you see the difference? Is this the type of thing that you're doing so that I could screenshot and tell ChatGPT that this is your competitor?
Yes.
Okay. So ChatGPT share this now. Oh, it's already done, safe. It's already done. Let me see. It's already done. Okay, tilted view bride. Right now, I don't know
But
the
it's off
one.
the rack.
You said?
I said, but it's off the rack. Like, is it
Okay,
custom?
okay,
I'm
okay,
saying
yeah,
like
off
off
the
the
rack
rack.
here. Yeah. So Alonoko is the closest one to what you're doing now. So let's use that. I will just copy the competitor analysis prompt, the script, and paste. Mhm. Oh, my brand. You already understand the context. I will share screenshots of the competitor. Go and copy our local bridal. Copy. Mm, mm, mm. So the prompt is already ready. Now in this script, I asked it to not just limit the analysis to what they are posting on Instagram. I asked it to dig up everything people have said concerning this particular brand everywhere on Reddit, on Google reviews and all that. So I'll just attach the screenshots as much as I've already told you that this is the brand that we're going to be working with. I'll still screenshot some things and tell it.
Ma, can you please help us with the prompts?
the the training your AI from, but the rest is part of a system. Or what am I doing? The rest is part of a system that you can actually pre-order and get. Yes, sir. Yeah. Mhm. So I'm done with the screenshots. I will just click on send. I'll wait for you to analyze all the images. So it's saying that Alanuko Bridal is not directly your competitor. That is just an aspirational benchmark since you're looking for brides that are interested in affordable custom bridal gowns. So it stands, Alanuko is positioning themselves as the creator of unforgettable culture bridal experiences. But for your own brand, you need to position yourself as somebody that creates bridal experiences for the everyday lady in Canada, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So one thing became obvious. Alanuko does not treat Instagram as a catalog. They treat it like a documentary. Every bride becomes a story. They post engagements, they post fitting, they post preparation, they post emotions. Like maybe when you have the time, you could just go through their page. When you finish going through their page and you like to pay them, in fact, you like to get married that same day, like today. That's the kind of emotions. There was one video I saw them, I was like, oh my God. Yeah, that's the kind of storytelling that they do, right? So you can actually copy that. Now that we have analyzed your competitors, the next thing for us to do, pattern 3, collections become events. So anytime they are launching a new collection, and one thing I've noticed about brands like this, and something that you could talk about too, there's also another brand, there is Odd Muse in London. Yeah, there is Odd Muse in London. They're not specifically into bridal wears, but they are also they are also like a very, very popular fashion retail, right? You could actually look them, and anything they are doing, they usually name their dresses. They give it like weird names, and it's a pattern for brands that appear. We usually have this Jutico Fashion Week here in Nigeria. They usually give their dresses names, like weird names, like Amara, Emeka, and they sell out. They give them weird names. So you could also consider giving identity, because literally you're selling a very good experience to brides that are interested, that are price conscious in quotes, but they are interested in having a very beautiful experience. What I'm going to do for you is that later I'll copy all of these things and paste in the document. Just send me a message on WhatsApp so that I will share the document with you, even though you're still going to run it on your own end. You say event documentation and every single thing here. You could see the storytelling and visibility and all that. It's a lot to read. It's a lot to read. So the communication opportunities you're missing, documenting your custom journey. So the next time somebody is ordering, they are coming for fitting, you check their expressions. I think this lady does it too. What's her name? Vicky James does that too, and it sells. Building brand authority, making the creative process more visible, the design process, the fact that everything is created from the scratch. That's beautiful. As a matter of fact, anything that is handmade these days, because of AI, they are going to become very, very expensive and very sought out for. Then turning brides into case studies. Let me give you an instance with, I don't know if I'll find that video now, but if you go through her page, this is it Alanuko or Alonuko page, you would see it. Okay, let me stop sharing. Let me share this one. Let me share. I think I've seen it. I think it's here. Sure. See this. Not not that way. So you see everything. Like it's human. there's a different kind of joy that comes with being an Alonuko bride. It means that another thing you can also consider is naming, like calling them names like Maria bride or whatever, like something like that. So then we continue sharing that brand loyalty and positioning. So creating anticipation, showing business momentum. Yeah, so I made a list of your strategic gaps, things you could copy, things you could copy. They market the transformation, and that's also what you're supposed to also market. The next thing we are going to do now is to get your next steps. We've done competitor analysis. The next thing is get your next steps. What you can do right now based on the resources that you have. So this is the script for the next steps. Now, based on the communication audits we just completed, develop a strategic next steps roadmap for my brand. Yeah. So what are the resources do you have? Let's say you have maybe a social media team. So just randomly give me the things that you have. So because what you have is very, very relevant before it tells you to come and start to go and hire a drone photographer. Maybe a video editor. Do you have a social media team? Just give me just random things that you have in terms of resources I'm talking about. Maybe a social media team, or I don't know. Just give me anything.
Yes, there's a manager, like a social media manager, video editor, graphics designer, an illustrator.
Illustrator, social video editor, and video editor. Focus on all of this: content direction, visibility improvement, 30-day action plan. You can say 60 days, you can say 90 days, anyone that you want to, but let's do 30 days action plan. Now, after it gives you this 30 days action plan, it's going to also give you long-term strategic opportunities. 30 days is a short-term thing, but you need to also position for the future and focus on communication, positioning, visibility, and sales. Visibility, awareness, and sales, right?
Yes.
Awareness and sales.
Sorry, this Canadian position. So that's what I was trying to understand before.
Okay.
So should I take out the city and put Canada instead of the city, or like should I leave it as it is?
Mm, to be honest, I wouldn't say I don't really have an answer to that. I would have had an answer if we found your, like, somebody that is doing the same thing in brand. Or let's go back to this thing. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to that deep research. Let me see. Let me see the brand is recommended. Let's go and look at them. Because really, it's not about, you can't make decisions just based on assumption. You need to make decisions based on data. Let me find the one brand that's okay. They said it's Tilted Veil Bride. Let's go and look for them while we're waiting for Instagram. While we're waiting for ChatGPT. Let's go. Tilted Instagram. Sure. Mhm. Mhm. Tilted Tilted Veil Brand. Veil Brand. Veil Bride. Okay, let me see this. 840 followers. Entrepreneur. Okay, it's not there. Let's find another one. Let's look at the people. Okay. Let's look at the people they are following. Let's see if we can find. Let me look at this one. Ankara official. Okay. Not the type of people that we're looking for. Let's look at this one. Bridal shop. Follow us over and bridal. Let's look at it. Okay. They didn't write anything concerning that. Let's check another brand before you can make that decision. Cream culture bridal. Let's look for cream culture bridal. Cream culture bridal. So it's not here. It's in their bio, just like you added. Let me look at this. Okay. So it's not the Rhodes Girl instead of Canada. Let's look at another one. You know why this is important? Because the people that are going to patronize, the people that are going to buy from you, they are probably searching in a particular way. And if these brands, like looking at this brand, gives you like free expo into how they are being discovered. So let's look at this one. Says it's bridal boutique Cambridge, but Cambridge is in the UK. If I'm not mistaken. Let's leave that one. Jenny Rose Bridal. Let's look for it. Jenny what again? Jenny Rose Bridal. So it's not there. It's just the name of the city. So what you're doing is okay, but you can still add Canada. But from here, from all the research that we just did right now, what you're doing is okay. What you're doing is okay. Yeah. So I'll stop sharing this and let's go back to ChatGPT for our action steps. Can you still see my screen? Oh, did I stop sharing? You can stop sharing. Sure. So for our action steps. Okay. So let's look at it. Strategic communication roadmap for you. It gave you a messaging that you're going to use. What you should communicate clearly is your custom process, which is under communicated. The perception you should intentionally build is that you're a bridal brand that makes custom wedding dresses accessible. Messaging gaps to fix. Your current communication emphasizes beauty. You should emphasize both beauty and expertise. You should also emphasize personalization, emphasize process, and emphasize confidence. Like that picture I showed you, see the way the bride was just smiling and all that. If you go through their pages, you see a lot of videos and pictures that will make you say, oh my gosh, I need to say I do right now. Transformation. Then the new messaging framework, your dress should fit your story, not the other way around. Accessible, collaborative. You don't choose a dress, you create the one that you like. Every design decision is intentional. Then emotional, you're not just buying fabric, but you're preparing for one of the most important and memorable days of your life. Like your content direction should have things like this. It gave you content pillars. I think yesterday or day before yesterday, I was talking about content pillars. Content pillars are simply content types. For somebody that is looking for a job, there are several content things that he or she person can post: brand building content, testimonials, and milestones, right? So for you, your content pillar should be about number one, the custom journey, the inquiry, the consultation. And you don't even need to be telling this story with the screenshot. It could just be maybe you're showing how the bidding process and then there's a voiceover. I think that's what I've seen Vicky James do a lot. But then you still do your research. Then bridal education. behind the brand, that is BTS, real bright stories, just like the pictures. So it doesn't end with you just making the dresses and then taking pictures of their fitting and all that. It continues till they have that final, oh my god, oh my god, kind of smile, right? Just like we saw with Alan Luko, bridal inspiration, then brand authority, proof of work, opportunities, before and after transformation, sketches beside finished gown, client testimonials, fitting process. I'm also tagging them. I do not look at your page properly to see if you tag your customers or your clients. Then thought leadership opportunities. The founder of that Alonoko branch is always talking. She's always doing things like on her own personal page, like she's the face behind the brand. They are doing different kinds of PR and all of that, but this one is not something that you're going to do now. It's just for you to like have it and understand the direction that you're going to go in the future. Then the things that you're going to do more consistently, sharing the behind the scenes content. This show the designer regularly. You don't need to do this. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Future completed weddings and all of those things. Yeah. Oh, what just happened? Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Move away from isolated product post image only galleries, move towards narrative caption, storytelling, and all that. Stop treating Instagram like a portfolio or posting finished gown without context or waiting for perfect content without before publishing and all that. Communication system, blah blah blah, all these things, planning system, this for every bride, collect their initial problem, like you said. I don't know. I also have that fear. So anytime I'm trying to make a custom made dress, because a lot of times the body shape of the person I'm seeing in the picture is different from my own. And then I like that particular style and I want it to look like that when I wear it. To document the problem, the inspiration, the design concept, the challenges solved, the finished gown, the testimonial. Like, you can also use it to run ads consistently. Then collaboration system, how it's going to work. Then 30-day action plan, because all of these things are just what you should do, and not necessarily what you should do like day by day. So you refine your bio, pin posts, and all of those things to clarify your positioning. You build a documentation checklist based on your process, right? You launch signature content series and all of those things based on what your audience needs, right? The questions they're asking, or maybe you can even start with bride stories, telling the stories like how they came to you, the kind of wedding that they want, those that want, is it sea kind of wedding, those that want garden type of wedding, different kinds of concepts. Just tell their story, how they came to you, how you satisfy them, and then the what came out, the beautiful wedding, the beautiful smile, the fact that she was very comfortable and all that. Then strengthen social proof, collect testimonials and all that. Long-term strategic opportunities. This one is things you can do in the future. Credibility, media features, podcast interviews, style shoots, like discovering fashion magazines that where you can talk. Because I found out about Alamiko where she was published. I can't remember the magazine I was reading that time, and I found out about her. But this is something that you should just consider in the future. Authority building, yeah. Educational things, guest article, webinars, live Q&A, or even an event. I know Odd News has this odd hangout, at the odd news hangout for ladies in London, where they gather their customers and potential customers. I think that event is actually paid. Yeah, I'm not completely sure. But the essence is that they are trying to establish themselves in that industry in London. And truly, I don't think anybody that's interested in fashion in London doesn't know about odd news. You know about them. So communication, success metrics, and blah 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 blah. You just copy all of these things and paste in the document. So this is what I usually advise. It has shown you where you're getting it wrong and where you're getting it right, and the next thing you're going to do for 30 days. If you do this for 30 days, you fix all of this for 30 days. After 30 days, look at your results, particularly if you're going to be introducing some content series. Let me go back to that content series that you suggested. this was the game changer for us, for the brand that I said that I moved their social media reach by 500%. So if you're going to be doing storytelling, you're going to be introducing some content series. I thought there was a place we read about content series right now. Behind the bride, bridal education. After 30 days, you check which one performed well in terms of reach. Because checking the impression of any post helps you to determine whether this content is performing well. If it does not have a lot of reach compared to like other content types, it means one thing, that it's not working. So you can either cut it off immediately or maybe try to check it again for the next 30 days. So what I'm trying to say is that after implementing all this, you need to check your performance data. For us at that time, I checked everything that they were doing. I shared the screen. I think in day one or day two of this training, I checked everything. They were using the same system. We took action in January 2026. After 30 days, I checked the performance data. In February, we doubled down on things that were working. Very important. We doubled down on things that are working and cut out things that were not working. We don't need it. You don't need to repeat it or have faith. We cut it out, which was why the reach jumped from 1,000 to 6,000. That's the power of using performance data to improve your process. And literally every month you can come back and check. Every month you can come back and check. Every month you can come back. You can come back and check. You can come back and keep checking to know whether you're on track with your goal and the rest of them. I think that's about it, Jessica. I don't know if you have questions or if anybody here has questions. I could go over it.
No, I don't have any questions, but this was like incredibly helpful. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. You are very much welcome, Jessica. So I hope everybody here is going to go out with something nice. So if you need the complete system, I already shared the script for training your AI, training your ChatGPT, training your Claude, any chatbot entirely for you to know you. But then if you need the entire system, because you're here, it is going for the periodic price of 10,000 naira. Yeah. But all those that get the system at the periodic price, I'm hosting a business automation masterclass where they will get to learn about how to use AI to automate their systems, processes as a business. Not just that, you're going to get access to two things. You're going to get access to resources that would help you or guide you on your way to getting your first 100 customers if you haven't gotten your first 100 customers. And you're also going to get access to an AI tool that can literally do anything you want it to do. All you just have to do is to tell it and it will do it. Just give it the instruction and you have free access to that tool for 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, you can decide to pay or not pay. So we've come to the end of this particular 5 days challenge. I hope you really learned something. Chimezie, Joseph, Fidel, Asomugwa, Agnes. I don't know if you have questions, pressures, and all that. So if you have questions or you're interested, if you have questions, you can share. If you're interested in the offer, send me a DM. My WhatsApp is already there. And Jessica, please don't forget to send me a DM so that I could copy all of these things into a document and share with you, except if it's not necessary for you, though. If you don't need it, it's still fine. So any questions or feedback on the session or anything?
First of all, I'm going to say a very big thank you for your lesson today.
Oh, am I the only one? I can't hear you. Maybe turn off your video. Maybe I can't hear you. Oh. Oh, I can't hear you. Am I the only one? Can anyone hear her?
I can't hear her either.
Oh. Okay, so while we're waiting for her, does anybody have any question? Agnes, Precious, Vivian, Joseph, as some. I don't know if I got I got the pronunciation correctly. Please, you could leave. Okay, she left. She's going to join back. Oh, okay. Um,
Hello, good evening.
okay. Good evening, Joseph. How are you doing?
Very fine. Sorry, I was still disturbed, though I will be partaking on the offer, but I still want to ask, can this thing still work for someone that wants to push out his brand? I don't have a physical store. I do printing, I design the jobs, then print. Will it still go for
Yes. Yes. Yes.
um
There's this. Okay.
okay,
Sorry.
go
Go
on.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was like still here to push out the socials because I'm just still getting to draft out what was needed for my brand and the rest of them. So I think I'll be needing the course. Then also you said it's 2 weeks.
Mm. The AI tool is for 2 weeks. The access to the AI tool is going to be for 2 weeks.
Like what does it cover? How does it
That's
cover?
not it. It's an AI tool that does literally anything. Like you just give it the just just give it what to do and it to do it. It connects to Gmail. If you want it to write a report and send it to your Gmail, upload it to your drive and all that. Like it's literally a personal AI operating system, right? That's
Mm-mm.
what that's what it does. It connects every tool. It is connected to like 800 plus apps, so you could just integrate it with your Gmail. If you're using a CRM system, you integrate it there. You can also integrate it to your Telegram or Discord or Slack so that if you want it to maybe send a message to somebody or respond to anybody, it is going to do that immediately. And also, it's also a self, like, it's not something that, ChatGPT, you need to continuously train it.
Mm.
But this one learns by itself. You tell it what to do, it executes it. You tell it that you want to create content calendar for 30 days that is not generic, that is according to your brand. Or you have to just upload before you start using it. You upload the knowledge base, it executes it. So you don't need to constantly train it and train it all over again. Yeah, and then for your other question that you asked, whether it's going to help you, yes. I don't know. I think you live in Nigeria. So there's
Yes.
this brand, yes, Bold Sprint. You
Mm.
would use for your competitors, you're going to use Bold Sprint. Bold Sprint has grown, right? But then it's a very popular Lagos brand. You use it as your competitor to find out how you're going to push out. And I think we've had this conversation before on WhatsApp.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I like I told you, you don't need, like, the internet has made starting a business very, it's not like easy. But the barrier to entry is literally simple and easier right now. You don't need to rent a physical store for you to actually start getting customers and clients. What they need to know, they need to just be able to know you, like you, and trust your capacity. And for them to trust your capacity, they need to see what you have done so far. When we wanted to hire Bold Sprint, I've not been to Lagos at that time. I did not even go there. In fact, because I was literally scared about,
Okay.
I've seen a lot of videos online where people get scammed. I had to send somebody to go there to go and confirm sure if they are actually there. But aside from that, I've also gotten other things online, right? So you don't need it works for you. All you have to do is to give it the correct information, emphasis on correct information, and then your competitor, and then it's going to show you what to do based on the resources and your budget.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Asomugwa, are you back now?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay.
I'm also a graphic designer, so I'm just listening to what he's asking. Mm.
Okay, maybe you can ask your own question. I don't know if you heard everything I said.
Yes.
Okay, does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, then that's fine. That's fine. All right, guys. Vivian, Ekanem, Ekeme, Agnes, Sumukocha, Ibike, Precious. You people should forgive me for not pronouncing correctly. If you don't have any questions, I would like to say thank you so much for attending this last and final challenge. Yeah, final day. And I literally hope you're going to continue using this system to check your progress. Literally take advantage of. I tell people that artificial intelligence and generally technology is a leverage. You should use it. You don't even need to be a marketing strategist. You don't need to understand content marketing. And that's why I prepared the scripts to be this very, very clear and well detailed so that you can get your answers without necessarily having a marketing degree or marketing experience. So one of the things I'm going to say, just keep learning, leverage on it to answer all your questions, right? So thank you guys so much for joining in this session. See you people next time. Yeah, and I think that the next step for that community is that I'm going to turn it into a community, a leverage, like a community name leverage community where I'm going to be sharing things on how you can use AI to grow, particularly in the area of marketing, right? Because that's literally where I am, right? Area of marketing and operation. So thank you so much. Have a great night. Oh my gosh, we spent time was 8:29 p.m. Sorry. But it was worth it now, right? It was worth it, right? Yeah. Yeah. So thank you so much. I'm going to end the call now. Yeah. Could you just type in the comment section if this call was very valuable to you so that I can take feedback? Do you have any feedback for the program, for the training, or anything you want to share? Just type in the comment section.